Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, please click on like and subscribe. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on a Ram 1500. This is a 2024. This part should work from anywhere from 2019 to 2024, and they do have different makes and models for different vehicles. So they have older vehicles, they have Challengers, Chargers, basically any type of product you need. If you click on the website that I'm going to link in the description below, they probably have a start-stop eliminator for you. So all this is a little plug-in module. It has a little relay on the side or a little module on the side. And basically what this is going to do is the little button you push to stop your vehicle. This is going to tell that little button to turn on every single time. Now you can't just go in there, pull the button out, jump the two wires together and make the button permanent. It most likely has a resistor in the system somewhere. So when you push that button, your computer's looking for resistance in there. If you just eliminate the resistance, it's not going to work properly. You're going to cause a check engine light. So you need something like this to basically trick the computer into thinking you've pushed the button every single time. Now before you start anything like this, you want to make sure your ECU is asleep or your battery is disconnected. I never disconnect the battery. I always wait about 5 or 10 minutes for the ECU to go fully to sleep before I do anything like this. That way I'm not pulling live wires from a ECU. You can tell the dashboard will go dim, the overhead lights will turn off, everything will shut off. Give it about 5 minutes after that before you pull that wire out of there, just to make sure the ECU is asleep. If you open or close any of the doors, if you hit any of the lights, if you hit the radio button, all that will wake the ECU back up. So make sure you don't do that. Now what you need to do is get to the 12-pin harness that's up underneath the dash here. There are two pins that are side by side. They go to the ECU. This is also where you would plug in like a taser or something like that. It shows you right here that it's right there where that arrow is. Well, it's not. It's actually up in about this high in this module or in this compartment. Now this may be different on a different year, but the 2024 is up behind here. So I'm going to drop this panel here. Two 7mm bolts at the bottom, and this panel will pop out and we can get to the wires super easy that way. Now once you have those off, there's a few tabs up under here that pull off. Remember, your cable's still attached here. Your ECU is still attached, and there's a sensor up here that are still attached, so make sure you don't yank them off. But just pull straight out and the panel will pop off. And just so you can see where they are, there's where your clip locations are. So when you're pulling it off, you'll know where your pull points are. Now the wiring harness we're looking for is by this metal bracket here, and you can reach up from the bottom. Now again, you can do this without removing this panel, but you can't really see what you're doing. And there's two little push tabs on the back of this. If you push and pull down, the wiring harness will come out. One of those is an 8-pin, one of them is a 12-pin. The back one should be your 12-pin connector. You can tell by looking up inside of there, and you can count the pins, and you'll know there's 12 holes in there. Since we have our harness loose, I'm going to take our new harness, or jumper, we'll plug it in, make sure it clicks. Then we're going to plug this back in where the factory harness was. And again, this is where, having this panel out, I can just look up here and see what I'm doing. If I turn it the right way, it'll go in a lot easier. Like so. Clicked into place, so I know and then I'm in there. You just want to take this, it comes with a little zip tie, and zip tie it up out of place where it's not going to get in anyway. It actually floats in there pretty good. I've already got an LED light coming through there anyhow, so I'll probably zip tie it with my LED light, and that way it doesn't just sit up in here and rattle around on you. So once that's done, I'm going to take my panel, I'm going to take my wire over here from my sensor, push it back up through here, line up my tabs, and just push, and they should pop right back into place. We're going to put our two 7mm bolts back in here, and our installation will be complete. So we're ready for our first startup here. I'm going to hit the start button, check for engine lights, door open, which it is, seatbelt off, and the auto shut off is already on. Absolutely perfect, phenomenal tool. Took about 5 minutes to do it, even with taking that panel off. Maybe 10 minutes at the most. And again, you can reach up in there and pull that harness out if you're familiar with those harnesses. If you're not real familiar with them though, I would again suggest just removing that panel so you can see what you're doing versus just feeling around for it. Again, that was the start stop eliminator. I'll put the link in the description below. Please click on like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know if you like the video. Help me boost the analytics and get some more views on this.